Assalamu alaikum. How are you, friends? So today we discuss about the prime ministers of Pakistan. First prime minister of Pakistan, Ali Khan. First governor general of Pakistan is Muhammad Ali Jinnah. After the death of governor general Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Khwaja Nizamuddin became the first governor, second governor general. After the establishment of Pakistan, the first chief of army staff is Douglas Gracie. Khwaja Nizamuddin, second prime minister of Pakistan, and the governor general is Malik Ghulam Muhammad. Chief of army staff is Ayub Khan. Muhammad Ali Bogra, third prime minister of Pakistan. After Ghulam Muhammad, General Ayub Khan is chief of army staff, and Malik Ghulam Iskandar has become the governor general. Chaudhry Muhammad Ali, fourth prime minister of Pakistan, and Malik Iskandar at that time is governor general. Ayub Khan continues as chief of army staff. Hussain Shahid Saharwardi, fifth prime minister of Pakistan, born 8 September 1892, Madanpur, Bengal, British India. Died 5 December 1963, Beirut, Lebanon. During his government, the president of governor general become president. The governor general charge can change into the president. Malik Iskandar Mirza is first president of Pakistan, while the chief of army staff is continuous Ayub Khan. Ibrahim Ismail Chandigarh becomes sixth prime minister of Pakistan. In his government, president of Pakistan is Malik Iskandar Mirza, and chief of army staff is Ayub Khan. Seventh prime minister of Pakistan is Malik Feroz Khan Noon, born 15 April 1989, Sargodha, Punjab. Died on 26 September 1960, Nurpur, Punjab. In his government, chief of army staff is Ayub Khan, and the president is Iskandar Mirza. From 1958 to 1973, martial law and presidential system. Iskandar Mirza, Ayub Khan, Yahya Khan, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Noorul Amin, born 15 July 1893, Shahbazpur, Bengal, British India. Died 2 October 1974, Rawalpindi, Punjab. Yahya resigned, leaving the deputy prime minister and foreign minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto shown as a new prime minister. 2 days later, Aminul Haq became the prime minister. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, born 15 January 1928, Larkana, Bombay Presidency. Died 4 April 1979, Rawalpindi. General Ziaul Haq staged a coup and later on charge of authorizing the murder of political opponent. Bhutto was executed. President of Pakistan at that time, Fazlullah Chaudhry. Chief of army staff Tika Khan changed into Ziaul Haq by Prime Minister of Pakistan Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. From 1977 to 1985, Pakistan faced martial law. Muhammad Khan Johnny Joe, born 8th August 1932, Sindhli, Tharparkar, British India. Died 18th March 1993, Baltimore, Maryland. President Zia dissolved the parliament using the 18th Amendment. He claimed that Johnny Joe's government had been dismissed because the law and order situation had broken down to an alarming extent and the government could be run in according to his Constitution. President of Pakistan at that time is Mr. Zia-ul-Haq, and Chief of Army Staff also Mr. Zia-ul-Haq. After the dismissal of Mr. Muhammad Khan Johnny Joe. Mohtarama Benazir Bhutto, born 21st June 1953, Karachi, West Pakistan, died 27 December 2007, Rawalpindi. President JIK dismissed Bhutto's government under 18th Amendment, claiming that it was necessary due to her government's corruptions and inability to maintain law and order. Ghulam Ishaq Khan dismissed the first government of Shahid Benazir Bhutto. At that time, Mirza Aslam Beg is Chief of Army Staff. Ghulam Mustafa Jatoi, born 14th August 1931, New Jatoi, Bombay Presidency, died 20 November 2009, London, England. He is acting Prime Minister, conducted election within 90 days as per the Constitution. President Ghulam Ishaq Khan and Chief of Army Staff at his period, Mr. Mirza Aslam Beg. Mr. Muhammad Nawaz Sharif, born 25 December 1949, Lahore. Ghulam Ishaq Khan used his reserves powers at 58 to dissolve the National Assembly on 8th April 1993. Sharif returned to power after the Supreme Court ruled the presidential order as unconstitutional. Finally, in July 1939, Sharif resigned but negotiated a settlement that resulted in the removal of President Ghulam Ishaq Khan as well. President of Pakistan Ghulam Ishaq Khan, Chief of Army Staff, completed his tenure. Asif Nawaz Janjua become Chief of Army Staff. Then Abdul Wahid Kakar become Chief of Army Staff. Balak Sher Mazari, born 8 July 1928, Kot Karam Khan. Mr. Mazari is acting Prime Minister, conducted election within 90 days as per Constitution. Ghulam Ishaq Khan, that time President. Abdul Wahid Kakar, Chief of Army Staff. Muinuddin Qureshi, born 26 June 1930, Lahore, Punjab, died 22 November 2016, Washington DC, USA. Mr. Qureshi is acting Prime Minister, conducted election within 90 days as per Constitution. At that time, President is Wasim Sajjad and Chief of Army Staff is Abdul Wahid Kakar. Mohtarama Benazir Bhutto's second tenure, 11th Prime Minister of Pakistan, born 21st June 1953, Karachi. On 4th November 1996, Bhutto's government was dismissed by President through 8th Amendment, primarily because of corruption. Supreme Court confirmed President dismissed in a 6-1 ruling. President of Pakistan Wasim Sajjad completes his tenure. Farooq Lagari become President. Abdul Wahid Kakar completes his tenure and Jahangir Ikram become Chief of Army Staff. Malak Mehraj Khalid, born 20 September 1950 at Kot Radha Kishan, Punjab, died 13 June 2003, Islamabad. Malak Mehraj Khalid, acting Prime Minister, conducted election within 90 days as per Constitution. At that time, President Farooq Lagari and Chief of Army Staff is Jahangir Karamat. Mr. Nawaz Sharif, 12th Prime Minister of Pakistan. After military coup, Sharif was placed on military trial for kidnapping, attempting murder, hijacking and terrorism and corruption. The military court convicted him in a trial and gave him a life sentence. Later, under agreement facilitated by Saudi Arabia, Sharif was placed in exile for next 10 years. Farooq Lagari completed his tenure. Then Wasim Sajjad, then Muhammad Rafiq Tarar become the President of Pakistan. Jahangir Karamat completes tenure. Pervez Musharraf become the President or Chief of Army Staff. Pervez Musharraf, born 11th August 1943, Old Delhi, British India. On 15th October, Musharraf declared a state of emergency, suspended the constitution and assumed power as Chief Executive CE. The resigning President Rafiq Tarar remained in office until his voluntary resignation in June 2001. After his resignation, Musharraf formally appointed himself as President